Hello again and welcome to another Nick Beck's Watch Reviews. Today, as you can see, I have a new Casio G-Shock. This is from their Skeleton range, hence the music in the background. So let me just show you the hang tag on this one. This is there we go, the GA2100 SKE. I'm assuming that's for Skeleton 7AER. Now, before I go on with the watch, let me just say my thank yous. Thank you to all my existing subscribers, to all my new subscribers, and all your fantastic comments and feedback you give me. I've just ticked over the 700 subscribers now, so I'm thrilled to bits. Must be getting up for 500,000 views, so incredible, absolutely incredible. I'm so pleased with it all. A couple of special thank yous. One to my best friend in YouTube, the Bombardier, always really supportive, always says nice things, a real gentleman. And if you get a chance, the Bombardier, look out for his YouTube channel. Absolutely brilliant. There are some fantastic reviews on there. He's got a really great talent for it. The other thank you I'd like is my friend Bricktop. Now, Bricktop posts some nice comments on my channel often. I always look forward to hearing his remarks. He's very positive and very supportive of the channel. So thanks, Bricktop, you're a gent. So without further ado, I shall now move on to the watch, and I shall explain a little bit more about it, what I like, what I don't like, and really, you know, the kind of pros and cons of this watch, if you like. So without further ado, now I've said that twice, I shall bring it up to the camera and go through the stats. And here we are. So let me just run through the stats with you. This is their new, I say new, actually, been out a while now, from the Carbon Core range, the new G-Shocks. This is the Casio GA2100 Skeleton. There's a range of different Skeleton G-Shocks, different shapes and what have you. I've kind of plumped for the Casioak, I think they call them. I think we all know why they call them that. Because I already have two. I've got the original black one, and I've actually just ordered a green version because I think they're really cool. I really like them. And as a watch collector, we're not a lot of money at the moment. They're actually quite inexpensive to collect. This one in particular come from H. Samuel. It come in just under £50. It was half price. So I'm afraid my finger just I couldn't stop myself from pressing that button and purchasing this one. So moving on to the specs of this one, this is typical Casio G-Shock, has 200 meters of water resistance, an accuracy of down to 15 seconds per month, 5 alarms, automatic calendar, countdown timer, a stopwatch, world time to approximately 300 cities. This one has a double LED, which I will show you. You've got a battery life on this that's approximately 3 years, but I've heard much better than that. I actually had a Casio myself, a G-Shock, and I think I changed the battery once in 10 years. So it was a 5-year thing. So absolutely incredible battery life on these things. That's unless you use your backlight and what have you too much. This one has a case size of 45 millimeters. Lug to lug is 48 millimeters. It's 11.8 thick, and it's approximately 50 grams. I think it actually comes in at 51 grams. So let me bring it up to the camera and show you a bit closer up and see what you think, and tell you what I think. So here it is. This is the, I won't get that into focus there. There we go. This is the, I think it's kind of almost like a minimalistic dial on this one. It's literally 2 white hands for telling the time, and a third white hand just there for telling the day. There's 2 fairly broad sword hands for the minutes and seconds, and you've got that kind of cone-shaped hand on the 9 o'clock there, which shows your day of the week, Sunday to Saturday. You've got various text, water resistance 20 bar. You've got a G-Shock and Casio on the top there on the dial, and the minute track along the edge is white, and you've got little white markers just over the top of the plain black indices. Now this comes up kind of like a carbon effect, I guess, like a matte, very, very dark charcoal grey. So as you can see, turning on its side there, you've got your, if I can get that to actually, there we go. You've got the analog and the digital there, which is on this one at the moment, I've got it set for seconds and day and date. You can actually change that to various. You can, you know, flick through your mode button, which is down at 8 o'clock there, and that will change to whatever you want it. So 10 o'clock, you've got your adjust button. 1 o'clock, or is that 2 o'clock? Actually, I beg your pardon. You have your light, and then down at 4 o'clock, you have your start and stop for your stopwatch. So I'm going to show you the light, but it probably in this sort of bright daylight, you won't see much, but I will post a couple of shots up so you can actually see it working. There we go. It's actually pretty good. It fades out. You can actually go into the mode and you can change it from 1 second to 3 seconds, I believe, so the duration stays on a bit longer. The hands are luminous and they're not fantastic, but they're, you know, they're pretty legible at night. They do seem to glow for a good couple of hours. As I say, not fantastic, but then, you know, you've got your LED here, so it's not really that necessary. You've got a completely clear bezel, and obviously it's fixed, and if I fetch that round to the side, you can see the push buttons and the clear resin case there. You've got your screws holding the resin clear strap, and if I just pop it around the other side there, you can see again the different buttons. That's your mode buttons, and I do believe these are very, very easy to interchange and mod. I know that's all the thing these days with them. So you've got a clear resin band and a frosted keeper. That's a polished clasp there with a pin buckle. It's pretty comfortable. I will show you some wrist shots. It's pretty comfortable. I've actually heard a little tip recently on making these even more comfortable. And what you do is you take the strap off the watch, you fill a mug with boiling water, drop the strap in and kind of curl it inside the mug, and leave it in the boiling water for a few seconds, take it out and put it in cold water, and apparently it softens the band and it kind of curves it more, so it wraps around your wrist so it becomes even more comfortable. With this one, I'm not going to show you how to set it up and go through the modes, because there are a lot, as I always say, a lot better YouTube channels for that. I think G-Shocker is a YouTube channel. He does it fantastically. I'm not always very good. I don't really have the camera set up to do that sort of thing. It's, you know, this is just a quite basic reviews I give to whether I actually like the watch or not, and whether I think you should take a look yourself. Now, like I say, it's a very lightweight watch. It's quite cool. I like the skeleton look. If I just undo the clasp there, you can see the carbon core, Casio G-Shock, 200mm stainless steel back. So you've got a screw fixing back. You've got these little, I don't know if you can see them there, quick release pins on these, so you can change out the straps. But then it'd be a bit difficult to change out the strap because the strap actually matches the skeleton look of the watch, so that would be a bit of an odd thing to do. So like I say, I can't, I'm not going to go through the how to set it up and the mode buttons and all that. most people that are into these watches will know it a lot better than I do anyway. Pretty easy to set up anyway. You know, you got the manual, and you can go onto YouTube and there's a billion different setup programs on there. I really like the watch. I've got no complaints with it yet. I've heard a couple of negatives. One particular negative was the fact that these actually, between the case and the mode, I guess it is, I don't know, the actual central part of the watch actually collects water inside. If these, you know, if you wash your hands, if you go swimming with them or whatever, it doesn't damage the watch. It's actually quite common. It just literally goes inside the edge of the casing, but the modem or module inside is the waterproof bit anyway, so you know you won't have a problem there. So if you do find little bubbles of water in your watch, it's absolutely fine, I'm told. So I haven't actually washed my hands with this one, dunked it in water yet or anything like that, but that's what I've been told. So that's the only negative I can sort of come up with on this one. I love the design. I think the Casioaks are just phenomenal. They're great fun, and they certainly get a lot of attention. I think this one is probably going to be a bit of an eye catcher as well. And the great thing is with these, like all Casio G-Shock watches, the kind of watch snob fraternity, if you like, most watch collectors will have a Casio G-Shock. These are classless, absolutely classless. You know, I meet up with all sorts of different, I work with the general public, I meet up with all sorts of different classes of people, from very, you know, normal people like myself, right up to very posh people, and very posh people wear Casio G-Shock, so these are classless watches. The great thing about it is, because I'm a watch collector but I don't have a lot of money, they're actually very easy to collect because they're inexpensive. And this one, like I say, come from H. Samuels in the sale, half price, and it was under 50 quid. Now, for something as eye-catching, as cool and classy as this, to be honest, I think you'd struggle to beat it. So, you know, that's just my opinion, humble as it may be. But, you know, that's my take on the Casio G-Shock. Again, love the skeleton features, love the clear resin strap. Everything seems to work really nicely with this, with the design. The LED light is pretty good. And yeah, I'm pretty thrilled with it. It's a great watch. I like it. Not everybody's cup of tea. Like I say, going back to the only negative I've heard is the fact that inside the edge of the case, which actually does come off really easily, sometimes water collects, but within 5 or 10 minutes it's gone, it dries out. That's the only negative I've heard about these things. So I shan't go on and on and on. Just wanted to say this is the new one. I've got a couple of other watches to review soon. I've actually got 3 of these now. I've got the green one and I've got the original black and white one. I love them all, but unfortunately I can't always keep buying them because I will get shot. So thanks again to everybody. Thanks for listening. I hope you like this review. I hope you don't mind the fact that I don't show you the setup and the different modes and functions on this watch. Like I say, my watch channel is about, this is what I like. You may like it, you may not. This is what I think. You know, this is my positives, my negatives, and basically I wouldn't buy a watch if I didn't like it anyway. So there you go. Thanks again for everybody of listening, all the people that are subscribed, all the viewers, and it's getting to 500,000 viewers now, or 500,000 views, and I'm on 700 subscribers. Thanks everybody, it's really great fun, and sorry my reviews are few and far between, but I just don't really have the time, and I certainly don't have the money to keep buying new watches. So thanks again everybody, and catch up with you soon. Bye for now.